No? Mm? Yes or no? I mean, it's looking like no. I should get the mini deck. That's what I should do. Let me do that. Move, Shala. Move your butt. All right. Ear. This microphone. I'm not feeling it. And why you guys are all the way over there? What's going on, fam? What is going on? So today we actually got a new bad boy. We got the Wild Unknown. Came in a huge box. I was actually a little bit like, oh shit, because I thought the cards were this big. For some reason, the box is just that big. I guess because of the book, maybe. I don't know. Either way, this deck is not new to us. So I just ran out to the patio. We actually have it in the miniature version. I didn't realize that I put it on the wish list. However, I already was shuffling up the cards and I kind of like the deck. Like I like it more than the miniature one. For my OGs, you guys know I went through a phase and I got like a bunch of different mini decks. So I figured since we're gonna be pulling from this one, we might as well, if we're gonna clarify or anything like that, we might as well use the miniature one. Either way. What's going on, fam? I hope everyone had a good day. I hope everyone had a productive day. I hope everyone had a productive day. It's quite interesting because I was having a conversation a little while before I came live today, and the conversation was very interesting to me. And then I ended up speaking to someone literally like minutes before coming live, and I just couldn't help but to think to myself, like, damn, everything I was talking about in that first conversation with a whole other person, unrelated, two totally different situations, um, I was really on the money with that. So I don't really want to, I'm obviously not going to talk about it because it's not um, anything to do with like tarot or anything like that. But it just, for some reason, that feeling of like, oh shit, like I was just tapping into that energy. There's something here. So that's why I'm bringing it here to the chat. That's why I'm bringing it to the live stream. Today is day 23. Today is day 23. All day today, which is, I guess, another download. Because I guess the first download we're coming into today's reading with is holy shit. Holy shit, I knew it. Holy shit, I'm a dick. Like, I should have not done this. I am extremely intrigued by this energy simply because of something that I was tapping into earlier today. I know this seems like cryptic, right? um, but it's fine because as long as I work it out in my little brain, I'll be able to reiterate the messages to the collective without like spewing nobody's personal shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my style. So that's the first one, right? The holy shit energy. But then the second message or the second download that we're coming into this reading with is I don't even really want to say too much. I really don't want to say too much. I don't know if this is someone's energy. Someone's coming into this energy of someone may have actually seeked something publicly or seek something to be known on like a broader scale, a wider scale. I feel like if that's the norm for somebody, or for someone who that is typically the norm, where they seek outside validation or outside reassurance, there's a sense now where someone no longer needs that, or someone is no longer seeking it, someone's no longer looking for it. But again, everything we do on this platform, we always tap into the polarity of each and every message we get, right? Because where someone once had the need for it and they're now no longer looking for it, I think someone also never gave a fuck for it. Someone was very much either a loner, or someone didn't necessarily need, and it's not necessarily validation. It's more of like, I don't need people to know my story, or I don't need people to understand my story. I don't need people to sympathize with me. Definitely don't need people to have pity with me, right? Or for me. But I think, whoever I'm tapping into is someone who has been this way for a long time, no matter which way it is, right? Because it's going to be different for everyone, but it's someone that's been like this probably for the better half of their life. And for some reason or another, right? We could blame the Gemini full moon. We could. We could talk about the fact that Mercury was retrograde. We could do that. We could talk about just a shift, even with Pluto, right? This kind of plays into that energy too. There's a million and one different things we could maybe think this is related to, or this is why this is happening, right? I don't even think that's important. I think what's important now, or what's important all of a sudden for someone, is the fact that something has shifted, something has changed, something has become clear, and or something is for a lot of us, I think something no longer needs to be clear. Something no longer needs to be cleared out. Again, this is going to spin a million and one ways, right? Depending on who you are and how this resonates for you. But I can't front. Like, this definitely feels like a big part of this anyway. Feels like it's like I don't need it to make sense for anyone else. Something suddenly makes sense for me, or something is now making sense for me. Someone's also on that quest, which I feel like in a sense collectively we all have this. We're all on this journey, whether we realize it or not, just trying to make sense of who we are as people, right? Who we are as individuals, things we've done, things we've dealt with, things we've been through, etc. And so there's a lot at stake for someone. That's another thing too. There's a lot at stake for someone. There's also a really interesting energy, especially, and I don't know if this is like a thing, because for a lot of us this happens a lot during the holiday season. Seasonal depression is a really real thing, especially if you live in a place where, like where I'm at, it's on the East Coast, and so it gets early. It gets dark super early, and so seasonal depression is a thing, especially in the winter. It's a very common thing. Um, so I don't know if it has to do with that. Kind of ties in with that, because it feels like someone's very tired, not sleepy, tired. Someone's very tired of like the way something has been, or the way something has gone, or the way something's going actively. The thing is, I feel like whatever someone's tired of, it's something that they're either orchestrating, or it's something that they themselves can change. How many different messages I just like threw out there right now? I have no idea at all. And I want to make sure I got this on because my child is out in the world. Did I tell you guys what up? You're low key, and not even low key, because I don't think anything about this is going to be on the low. I don't think anything about this is going to be quiet. I do not think anything about this is going to be in secret, private, hidden. I don't it there's an energy. I was gonna say on the tables. There's an energy here where someone is about to, whatever your next step is, whatever you're about to go through, whatever you're about to learn, whatever level you are ascending to, right? It's gonna be on a really public platform in a really public way. So even if this is not like a social media thing, this is like when I say public, I mean like your family is gonna see it, your kids will see it, your friends, your coworkers. Like it's something, it's changes, right, that are either being implemented or being forced. Because I can't lie, there's definitely a Ten of Wands energy that's like creeping here, and so there's just this really nagging feeling of like, because something is going to change for someone, and whether they want it to happen that way or not. And I low key, I feel like this is kind of tying in with the message when I said someone who either was really reserved, now feeling the need to speak up, speak out, or someone who normally would speak out on certain things, and now all of a sudden they're feeling the need to be reserved and be more on the quiet side of things. Again, the polarity. So that specifically, that message is tying into the message of, because they're showing me the Ten of Wands, they're showing me the Tower, which is two cards that I didn't always get. Like I have been on this platform for 5 years, this platform, but I can't lie. Like there's been times where we'll go 6 months to 8 months without even seeing the Tower card in one reading, not even in a personal reading. Or we'll go 6 to 8 to 9 months to a year or whatever, and we won't see the Tower card. We will go months, we won't see the Ten of Wands card. For some reason, in the last probably 2 months, and I think I'm maybe giving it too much time, because this may be like within the last like 4 to 6 weeks. I can't count on both hands how many times we've seen the Tower, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So there's also, which I guess this does tie into in a way, where it's like someone needing to not be afraid to say what's on their chest, say what's on their mind. I don't know if you are afraid, or if you are leery about saying something, or if you were, but there is an energy of like, don't be afraid to say what it is, or to express what you feel, or to talk your shit. I don't know. That's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot. King of Pentacles. And I'm saying that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Someone may have had a lot on their plate. I'm gonna be honest, this almost feels like this is regular. Like this is just everyday shit. This is something I've been used to. This is something I've been conditioned to. This is something that I've had no choice but to be used to this. It's the King of Pentacles. There's a sense here where someone went from being a provider. So they're showing me Job, which is interesting. I have it here. I was going to say it's interesting because of the deck that Izzy got us yesterday. For those of y'all who were on here with us last night, it's the Biblical Tarot. I had no intentions on looking that way and pulling from that deck, but I mean, I guess I'll see where this goes. And then maybe if it keeps pulling through, then we'll pull from that deck. Um, but Job, they're showing me Job for the King of Pentacles, which is interesting because for those of you who are familiar, the story of Job, he lost everything, family, resources, finances, job, everything, right? Um, yes. When I came in and I said, I just had two very different, very random, very unexpected conversations within the last 40 minutes of me coming live, literally. The first one that I had was with someone, it was very unexpected. I didn't expect to have that conversation, especially with that person. It was very random. Again, it's the best word I can put. But then even the second person, even as brief as it was very random, very unexpected. I didn't expect to have a conversation, let alone what was of that conversation with that person. So I don't know, unexpected, I guess. That's the common denominator there. Unexpected. And I don't I want to be very honest, collective. I'm looking at something and I'm thinking unexpected. Whoever this is happening to expected this to happen, which is very interesting for me because it does feel different. I'll say that. So this is because I'm wondering, right? Did someone know to expect this because it's a cycle kind of, it's something that they've always done? Probably. It's something in one shape or form or another, someone has always experienced this. And again, in one way or another, someone has always experienced this. And it feels the polarity, right? The extreme from one extreme to the other. Because it feels like someone goes from like a King of Pentacles to like Five of Pentacles. Where it's like not only having and sustaining, but like the King of Pentacles provides. So he's in abundance, right? Going from a King of Pentacles, and it doesn't have to be a masculine. I know it's a king, but this could definitely be a woman in this position. But it's going from that extreme to the extreme of the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is an extreme, uh, I don't even want to say adjustment because I definitely feel like whoever's in this position is very adamant about not staying in this position, which the message is like fucked up, but ultimately what's deeper here is the fact that someone isn't hell bent on sitting in this energy too long, which is very interesting to me because it doesn't usually come through this way. So whoever this person that I'm tapping into, whoever that energy belongs to, where it's like I'm used to this and now I'm finding myself at this, that feels normal, which is odd and unfortunate, super unfortunate. But I feel like someone would normally have pity. And for some reason, I don't know what's different. I don't know what's changed because something is different. Something has changed, right? And so there's a feeling here of like in the past, I might have sat with this. I might have dwelled, sunken. Like they're literally showing me someone drown. Someone drowning is very significant shown because I typically look at that as someone drowning in emotion. So someone who's overly emotional, not physically drowning, but they can feel that way, or it could have felt that way at some point or another. They are showing that is what I'm seeing. Also, the somebody drowning is extremely significant for me personally. So very interesting. I don't know personally because not one, but both of them, there's something significant happening water energy, like astrologically for that because I'm not, or I have no idea what's going on. I'm still stuck on the fact that this post shadow shit got me by the balls. So I'm the wrong one to ask. They're also showing me a plug. Someone is a plug, or someone will have, there's something under the table here. No pun intended, right? But there is something under the table where it's like, I don't know if this is you, collective, where you're going to be able to plug someone into something, like put someone onto something, help someone out with something. There's something that you have, that you possess, that you can help someone with something that, and it is interesting. And I know my service is playing with me right now. Are we back? I think we're back. I hope we're back, because I'm going to keep talking. Qué jodienda. Anyway, it's someone that it doesn't feel unfamiliar, which is kind of interesting to me too, because for the last like few days, maybe like about the last week or so, I've been tapping into the energy of an unlikely alliance, or like that's wild, because it's like you know. That's literally what I'm hearing. When you know, you know. And so I don't know if this is someone you already know, but you've never dealt with them to this capacity. This could be friends coming into union, whether romantically, platonically, financially, business partners, whatever. Um, this could be two people who have known each other their whole life, siblings, cousins, friends. There's something here that's unlikely. It's like, even if you've known this person, you've not known them in this light, and vice versa. They've not known you, they've not experienced you to this capacity. I think for a lot of us where that resonates, they've not seen you in this capacity. And to be fair, you've never seen yourself in this capacity. Or if this is someone else, and someone else has you've never seen them in this capacity, they've never seen themselves in that capacity neither. They've never known themselves to be in this energy. They've never known themselves to be at this low. They've never known themselves to be at this pivot. Someone's experience, and I just was saying, someone has been through this before. I think both things are true for the same person, which is wild to me, because I'm like struggling, like, how does this make sense? And I'm still on the King of Pentacles. Like, it's gonna be one of those nights, collective. It's not even Sunday, bro. It's not even Sunday. Both things feel true to me for one person. I don't know if this is you or this is someone else. The familiarity of this is familiar. I've been here before. I've experienced this before. I've done this before. I've lived this before. Again, I was saying before, I was saying, if someone went from being a provider to not having a job, right? Or being having that emotional support, to being alone, to being abandoned. It's going from one extreme to the other. It's a really big leap. It's a really deep dive. That is what feels familiar, which is it's super unfortunate. I was going to say ironic, wrong word. It's super unfortunate that someone is experiencing this to begin with, but it's super unfortunate that someone's experiencing this and this isn't new. It's something they've experienced before, because that's the feeling. Now, the thing is, it's something they've experienced before, but it's something that they are experiencing for the first time, if that makes sense. It's because it's the same person. And so, for example, right, I would look at this like someone who had it all, lost it all, whether it's something that they did or something that was out of their control, doesn't even matter. The point is that they've had this experience before, this polarity, right? This major leap, this major dive. They've had this imbalance before. They've gone through it before. The thing is, they're going through it again now, but something about them is different. And so that is the new here. I'm going to move on from this, because this will keep me going. I'll be on here for 3 hours trying to understand this. The full energy. Listen, I've been telling y'all for like a week, maybe even 2 weeks. This right here, it's the fool's time now, and it's not the fool like a foolish person. It's the energy of the fool is actually brave. It's not foolish. It's actually strong, not weak. This energy will get real used to seeing this card is what I want to say, because I've said this, I say this every time it comes out now because it keeps coming out. Like I said, we'll go months without seeing certain cards. This one we've went a few years where it will come out once every few months in the readings, and now all of a sudden it's out on the table every night that we're live. So that the feeling with the full energy, the first thing that I heard was get used to this. So, and it goes back to my original message. Something is familiar to someone, but as familiar as this something is, there's something else that is extremely unfamiliar to the same person about the same situation. This is like if you're in a relationship with someone, even like even if it's romantic, so you know this person, they're familiar to you, but how they're behaving is different. It's new. They've never behaved this way in the relationship, in regards to the family, in regards to the kids, etc., etc. Something about this is new. I just want to know, like, what is it about me being live and my kid thinking it's okay to not respond? Because, like, I'm trying to be better here. I'm trying. Get used to the energy with the fool. Oh shit! The magician with the with the seven of pentacles and the four of cups. The magician, seven of pentacles, and the four of cups. The reason why I said holy shit, because she's texting me now, so I'm reading, multitasking. My OGs, you already know. The magician, the seven of pentacles, and the four of cups. This right here is somebody telling me that there's a realization here. Throughout the years, somebody has put a lot of effort, seven of pentacles, into I was gonna say something, but they're stopping me. Someone has put a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of resources, a lot of time. And when I say resources, I'm specifically talking about the King of Pentacles energy. Someone has put a lot of themselves into something, and it's wild because someone knows, or someone has always known, that whatever this thing is, whatever the relationship is, whatever the business is, whatever it is, it's something that's a four of cups. It's something that, Shyla, hold on. I will slap you. Play with me if you want to. For my cat people, what the fuck is it with cats and plastic? What is it with cats and plastic? Because she can't be trusted. She cannot be what? And then she stands behind the camera to grill me. Like she's watching where I put this plastic down so she could come get it. I'm fighting for my life over here, all right? Between the cat and everybody else, I'm fighting for my life here. There's a realization here that someone has made a long time ago. Because as I'm saying this, even when I saw it come out on the table, I'm like, we've been here before. We've done this before. We've seen this before. So many times before. Something about this time is different. And I think that whoever I'm talking to, other people, at the very least, one other person looks at you and considers you to be like the boy who cried wolf. For example, if you were in a romantic connection and it was super toxic and it was a four of cups and it just wasn't right and you guys broke up and made up, for 4 months, right? 4 cups, or for fucking the last 4 years or the last 10 years, however long, right? There's an energy here of other people, like you telling someone, I'm over it. I'm done with this. It is what it is. This time for real. This time for real. Other people, at the very least, one other person is like, okay. For some of you, it could be the person that you're in a relationship with. Like, yeah, whatever, you'll be back. Once you get over it, you'll be back. It's that energy. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could definitely be a job. This could be a friendship dynamic. This could be just not even a situation. It could just literally be like your own habits. You're saying you're tired of this addiction. You're tired of living this way. You're tired of living in this house. And so you're going to make a change for it. And it just never actually works out that way. Someone looks at you, collective, and they see the boy who cried wolf, even if I'm not talking to a man, even if I'm talking to a woman. And it's your fault, essentially. Like we're not I don't sugarcoat shit on this platform. And I'm reading for somebody, but this energy it's not just collective, it's general. And so these messages resonate with me, the reader, as much as they do with you guys. So I'm not here like y'all fucked up and need help. We in French on this platform. This is a we thing, right? So this because this feels very specific, and it also feels very direct, which I think that someone may be seeking you out, or you may be seeking someone out who you know is going to be direct with you, or someone is seeking you out because they know you're going to be direct with them. No sugarcoating is what I'm feeling with this. The magician tells me that something is changing, something has changed, or something is going to change with the magician. It's in the upright. It's just, it's taken quite a long time to get to this point. This didn't happen overnight. Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Justice. Can I just say how the Justice card been smacking me left and right to Sunday? Every time I see the Justice card, no matter what deck it is, the way it gives me high blood pressure is not even funny. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Because this feels really blatant. Like, it feels really, and it's black and white, right? Again, no pun intended. You see the cats. It's someone is seeking you, or you are seeking out an energy of someone who is going to be direct. If this isn't in regards to a specific person or specific people, someone's new, I don't want to say quest, but like someone's new goal, because they're showing me someone cleaning house, which that's probably like the oldest fucking download on this platform, cleaning house. um but it feels like someone's new like goal, and the reason why someone's implementing change, or is this the reason why someone's implementing change, or if this is what's helping them implement change, I don't know. But there's an energy here with Justice, that's because it's like, again, in the past, someone was allowing themselves to sulk, someone was allowing themselves to be pitiful, to feel sorry for themselves, allow other people to feel sorry for them. And I don't think that someone was looking for pity, right? So I want to be very careful with how I'm saying this, because it doesn't feel like you were looking, or anyone, this person was looking for pity. It looks like someone was looking for validation. There you go. Because before I was saying this is not validation, but it is. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is, something happens. I'm going to give an example, right? Something happens, whether it's romantic, platonic, it doesn't fucking matter. It's really beside the point. Something takes place, and my guy Chinche is going to have a field day here. Person A feels like, or understands that they've been done wrong. They've been done, it's an injustice, right? And so person A, it almost feels like the Five of Swords energy because it comes off as like you've been poking me. I always read the Five of Swords as like someone poking the bear. Like the person A was fine. They were chilling. They weren't fucking with you. They weren't bothering you. They weren't doing nothing to you. But you kept poking them. Five of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Swords. You kept poking the bear. So what the fuck you thought was going to happen? You thought the bear wasn't going to wake up? You thought you weren't going to get retaliated on? You thought you weren't going to, you know what I'm saying? That's person A's energy. The thing with person A, though, is that person A never felt heard or doesn't feel heard. I don't know if this is a past thing, a present thing, either way, because they said it to me both ways. So person A, it's not that person A is out doing fucked up shit. It's that person A is having things that's been done to them and they've never felt heard. They've never felt understood. They keep going like this to me. They've never felt understood. And so someone is reasoning, someone has been trying to reason, trying to like get other people to see what they've been through. This is like, and I was just talking about the water signs, right? Because this feels like, it feels so deep emotionally that it's because I'm trying to explain my hurt to someone. And even if they're telling me, yeah, I understand it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The person explaining it is like, bitch, I see right through you. You don't understand shit that I'm like you. There's no way you can understand the depth of what I feel, of what I went through, of how this is affecting me, of how this has affected me, of how it's hurt me, etc., etc. This is all person A. Person B or people, right? Because for a lot of us, person B is not one isolated person. It's every relationship we've ever been in romantically. It's every friendship we've ever maintained throughout the years. It's every situation on the passing. Like it's one energy and it's everybody for person A, right? When it comes to person B or energy B. So it's person A and energy B, which gives me the energy of someone, this the blatant message of someone saying it's me against the world. Stop saying that. Someone's saying that. Someone's feeling it. Someone's saying it's me against the world. Stop saying that. Because ultimately what you're doing is manifesting. Why the fuck would you ever want to be up against the world? Like, how big is your ego that you think you have what it takes to go on against the world? It's not you against the world. If anything, the world, the universe is working with you. If anything, it's quite literally you against the world. Somebody is saying that, or that's the feeling, me against the world. And spirit is literally saying, yeah. And the more you keep saying it, you're literally manifesting that it's you against us. It's you against the world. Because the world, us here, we're not against you. Your spirit team, your guide, your faith, your God, we're not against you. We're here for you. The way they just spun me on that one, because somebody, Bonquisha, don't look at me like that, because I just seen that. The Justice, Five of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Somebody got their hands full. Somebody has a mess on their hands. A mess on their hands. The thing, because I'm going to be so honest with you, I don't want to sound insensitive at all. And I feel like, bitch, you about to put your foot in your own ass. Because the fact that I'm an air sign, y'all love to come for me every time I say shit like this. But honestly, I don't feel bad about this message that I'm reiterating today. Usually I be in my bag when I'm reading heavy messages. This doesn't feel heavy to me. Not because what you're going through is not heavy, but because of the awareness. There's something different. Like I said, and I cannot explain it, which just validates for me, the reader, that whoever I'm tapping into, there's something different for you in this. Whatever took place, things cannot be the same after this. which is essentially why it took place. It's the tower. It's the tower. People see the tower and they go running. I always say this shit. For the longest, I remember when I first was on this platform, and I would say like the tower didn't affect me the way it affects most people when they see the tower in a reading. Because for me, I always understood with my air sign mind that um the tower was necessary. And so knowing that there was a necessity for it, it didn't affect me in an emotional way whenever I seen it. Whenever I realized that it was literally unfolding even in my real life, everyday life, right? Because the tower, first of all, the tower is not a singular event. The tower happens every chance you get, every time you grow, every time you change, every time you ascend, every time you're in a different, higher space, a tower happens. It's Scorpio energy, it's a death card, it's transformation. It's with every new beginning, there has to be something that comes to an end. It's just the ebb and the flow. It's just the way life goes. They show me the yin and the yang, the two cats, the black and the white cat. I think, I don't want to sound cheesy, but like, fuck it, right? Because I think that whoever I'm talking to, when you were depressed, every time you were in your depression, every time you felt like the world was caving in on you, every time you felt like things can't get worse, and then the next tower would happen and shit would actually be worse, I don't think you're going to experience life like that anymore. I know it sounds cheesy. Like, you're going to be back in a few months and be like, yo, bitch, remember day 23? Remember when you said X, Y, and Z? Because this is going to take some time for somebody to realize it. Like, it sounds good in theory, right? Because somebody's listening to me like, yeah, it sounds good. I know it sounds good in theory. Someone doesn't even see that this is right in front of them. Someone doesn't see that the way they would get depressed in the past, they're never going to experience it like that again. The way that they would be heartbroken in the past, they're never going to experience it like that again. Someone doesn't realize it yet because they're literally in the process of it happening now. What I mean by that is not that things are never going to go wrong in your life again, or that you're never going to get your heart broken, or you're never going to break a heart again. No. What I mean is that from now on, when things happen that actually affect you, the way that they're going to affect you is not going to be the way that they've affected you in the past. If a breakup made you want to lay in bed for 8 months in the past, no matter what partner it was with, a breakup today is going to make you want to get the fuck up and get better. Popping the collar type of thing.
Hey guys.
First of all, you're going to stop barging in when I'm in the middle of my church session.
Sorry.
And second of all, you brought the cold with you.
Hey guys. Yeah, my face is cold.
Yeah, everything is cold. You stood next to me and I feel cold. Your child?
She's sleeping.
No, she ain't.
She is.
She just laid down and closed her eyes and pretended because she was just knocking shit over back there. And I literally had to get up off this live because all I heard was, and she was with this under the bed trying to eat it. So go handle your child because babysitting time is over. Oh, I thought she was sleeping. Yeah, because she's looking to see like how much in trouble am I. Somebody's like, something gotta give. The crazy thing is that I feel like it already did. It already did. And I think someone knows it, but I think they haven't seen it happen yet. And so someone's like, this feels different. But I don't see everything still looks familiar. Something feels different, but things still kind of look familiar. I'm going to pack this and I'm going to pull. I was going to pull 3, so you can pull the 3 if you want. And then I'm going to clarify because we got a new one from the LiveMas. This one's from Laura, which I don't know if she was in the chat. But So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle. Izzy is gonna pull 3, and then I'm gonna do like a clarification card with the mini because I feel like it's only right. We got the mini here. Matter of fact, while I do that, let me see these. Hi, chosen one. Hi, Christina. I'm so sick and miserable, but I'm here. Oh my God, I hope you feel better, girl. We in the same boat because I'm sick and I'm miserable, but I'm here too. I've been fucked up for the last few days. Hi, Shayna. For those of y'all who are new here or like newer here, whenever I say cross-reference with our girl Shayna for any astrological information, I'm talking about Crystalline Alchemist. I gotta get used to calling her by her handle so people know who I'm talking about. Sending out electronic NyQuil and Vicks vapor rub. My guy Chinche is the plug. Yo, stop drinking my girl. Hi, Robin. Thank you. Hi, Bramilda. Hi, Miss Redwin. Hi, Laura. Oh shit, Ken.
Is this one?
Yeah, it's this. It's just that's a bigger box because of the book. You're gonna pull 3 cards. I already shuffled it. So you're not gonna shuffle it. Card came out. A card came out. It's the fucking hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of wands in the reverse. Someone's no longer fighting it, which is probably why something has shifted. Again, this is something that you're not trying to like negotiate with. It's not something that you're in denial about. It's something that there is an awareness here. Someone's like, I'm not gonna fight it. Something is different, but they just haven't seen it yet. They haven't seen. They just haven't seen it yet. The 9 of wands in the reverse, which there's a moon on this card. Even though this is moon is supposed to be like Pisces, which is water energy, again water, and the wands is fire, right? But if we're looking at the moon and we're looking at Pisces energy, we're looking at stuff that is unknown. Again, this is in the reverse. Someone's no longer fighting against or hiding from the unknown. Someone's no longer afraid of. Someone's no longer actively staying in the dark. All of those things. All of those things. Just pull 3. No, it's fine. Just leave it. I said 3. You pulled 3. Don't even touch the cards. Because what are you doing to me right now? Look what she pulled, bro. I'm sweating now. Now I'm sweating like I need to open this patio door. The Ace of Cups. The 4 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. from the beginning of this reading, was I not talking about water energy? Did I not specifically talk about the death card? Somebody's putting their faith. I don't know if I'm talking to a Scorpio, but somebody's putting their faith in a space where it's not been before. It's new. It's unfamiliar. But someone's putting everything that they got into that. When I said before, in order for things to change, in order for things to be brand new, they have to go through an ending. That top box is mine. You're not touching it. You're not. The Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Death card. This literally tells me that this is gonna sound so cheesy, but I feel like someone's putting themselves first in a real way. Like it almost comes off like, I said I was gonna do this in the past. I said I was gonna make a change in the past. I've been saying this since we got live an hour ago. Something about now is different. And whatever the momentum is that someone has now, or whatever it is that makes sense for someone now, they're not letting that go. They're not someone, and this, I feel very proud for someone, because I feel like in the past someone was either like so much a people pleaser that they would hold on to people and didn't want people to leave their life, or didn't want to lose people. Someone didn't want to be alone in the past. Even, it's interesting because this feels like someone who walks around saying they're loners, but they've never actually wanted to be alone. But I think that now there's this understanding where for someone themselves, like fuck amongst other people, the understanding is internal for someone. It's almost like no matter how hurt I am, I understand that I have to be okay when things end, or with certain things ending. And the reason for that is because s- I could I could definitely be talking to a Scorpio. I almost didn't even have the words there. I'm saying that because Death card is Scorpio energy. You would think, right, that Scorpio energy is the most comfortable with endings. I don't feel that from this person. I feel really distraught. I feel really broken. I feel like endings for this person really fucks up their whole process, their whole spiel. Their, like, something happens, and because I feel like anybody who knows Scorpio energy, or knows someone who's in Scorpio energy, you know that if there's anything that's true about Scorpio energy, is that like my girl Lauren London said, deeper than the ocean. That's Scorpio energy. And I know that all of my water signs, Cancers, Pisces, they all have depth to them. But for Scorpio specifically, endings are their strongest and weakest spot all at the same time. And I think that for a long time, whoever I'm tapping into has been, even if you're not a Scorpio, the point is that you've been so much on one side of the polarity. You've been so much in the losing yourself, caving in, letting yourself go, not learning the lessons, not holding on to the important stuff. You've been so deep rooted in that side of things, because it's almost, they keep showing me a sun like falling, dropping, dropping, dropping. I think someone's coming into an understanding that death is supposed to be part of the process. The death of these relationships, of these friendships, of these dynamics, of these businesses. It's not happening to hurt you. It's happening. And every time they happen, they actually are making you stronger. I know that shit sounds wild cliche, but like, here we are. I ain't in control of this. Watch it, move your hands. Since I gotta be the man in the house and shit. I'm gonna get a card for each of these cards, and then we're gonna wrap because I got a tinkle, and quite frankly, I gotta get off of here. What do you mean? Why? Why? You heated up your thing already? I'm already kicking you out. The Three of Pentacles for the Ace of Cups. The Devil for the Four of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles for the Death card. No one said this is going to be easy, collective. Somebody's literally, I don't know if this is spirit. I don't know if this is your inner self. I don't know if this is someone physically sharing this and telling this to you. But someone's literally saying, I never said it was going to be easy. I just told you that I was going to be with you. I never said this was going to be easy to let go of your own toxic ways, your own toxic relationships, your own toxic habits. Like, I never said this was going to be easy. But I'm telling you, I'm promising you, I'm giving you my word that I'm going to rock with you throughout this process. Spirit is going to show somebody why it's important for them to love themselves, which is very interesting. I don't know if this is like specific for someone. It feels very much like I think someone has questioned their self-worth. It feels really dark, which no pun, right? Because we are talking about Scorpio energy here. We have the death card on the table. So that does make sense in that way, but it does feel very dark. And Spirit is literally saying, like, I'm going to show you why you need to fight. I'm going to show you why I'm willing to stand with you every single time you fall. Somebody is important. And I don't think they've truly understood why or truly accepted that they are important to the universe, important to their family, important to their bloodline, important for their children, for their grandchildren. Someone is important here. And it just feels like I don't know if they've questioned this, but I don't think that they've felt it in the past. Because especially with the death energy being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, this is literally someone saying, like, this is not a one-time occurrence. This isn't something that happens once and it never happens again. I said this even in regards to the Tower in this reading. This is supposed to happen multiple times. It's supposed to happen. Once you're done with something, it has to end so that something new can come in. There's beauty in this. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be the end. Collective. I fuck with you guys the longest way. If anything resonated here, please do not hesitate to hit that like button. This is going to wrap up day 23. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, we're going to be live together. I know I've been telling y'all, we'll see, hopefully, maybe. I'm trying to pull up. I'm trying my best. But like tomorrow, Christmas Eve, we're going to be live together. Definitely. For day 24. I love you guys wholeheartedly, and I fuck with you guys the longest way. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 24.